Awesome. So after not fucking recording, I was just like smelling this divine hand cream from Joe Malone. This is English Pear and Freesia. I love it so much. And it just melts away some of the stress sometimes. All right. So today we're going to talk about things I learned from the sperm and the egg cell, and what the sperm and the egg cell teach us about relationships. I've been fortunate, is fortunate the right word? I've kind of been fortunate to have gone on a date where, I felt like I didn't have to chase. I could just be, the girl, just receiving, just being in my feminine. I saw the difference of what I did wrong in the past and the things that I kind of got right, I think. I don't know about you, but as the eldest kid of an Asian family with a broken home, I've kind of had to step into my masculine energy for the longest time. If you're not familiar with masculine and feminine energy, basically the masculine is the energy that pursues. It's the energy that sets goals. It's the go-getter. So that's the masculine. Think of the sperm. It's just kind of make its way to the egg and it's a contest. Ooh, 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 best sperm will win. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. I've kind of had to be in my masculine because I had to direct myself. I've been self-directed for most of my life. I'm really driven, I'm ambitious, and I am a go-getter. A lot of people would call me an alpha female, and they're not wrong. Because I've been in my masculine for the longest time, it helps in business because I'm able to lead people and direct people and tell them what I want to happen. But when it comes to romantic relationships, that's when things get fucked up. Me being in my masculine energy intimidates a lot of guys. It's kind of men don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who also has a really strong masculine energy, most men who are in their masculine, because then you have masculine and masculine energy that's bound to clash at one point or another, clash. So because I've been in my masculine for the longest time, I treated relationships in the same way that I did my goals, which was I was so used to just chasing and chasing and chasing and just no, you're going to be mine. You're going to be mine. You're going to be mine. I'm going to prove myself to you. And that is probably why my attempts at relationships kind of got fucked. That's because I was in my masculine energy and I was chasing when I should have been in my feminine. Polarity, the law of polarity states that masculine gets attracted to feminine energy. And this doesn't just apply to sexes. There are women who are very naturally, in their masculine, like me. And there are men who lean towards the feminine, energy. It doesn't matter what sex you are. You could be both females. One of you could be completely into their feminine and the other could be completely into their masculine. So it really depends on the energy. It's not whether you have a penis or whether you have a vagina. It's really the energy that you embody. Because I've been in my masculine for the longest time, in romantic relationships, haven't really had a boyfriend, so let's just call it relationships. And in romantic setups, I was the one who did the chasing. And I think one of my mistakes there was that actually put off the guys that I was into because I was the one chasing. I was the one wanting to lead. There's a reason why the Bible says, hey, wifey, just submit to your husband. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants in his life. There's a reason why the Bible suggests that. Whenever I'm the one chasing, it makes me feel good that I'm the one chasing because it gives me a chance to replay my trauma sequence of my daddy issues, right? It gives me the chance to prove myself and prove that I'm worthy of being loved and prove that I'm worthy of being committed to. And that's why very recently, when I had the chance to not chase, it felt so fucking weird because here I was given a chance to kind of just like lean back and be in my feminine and just receive and not have to chase anymore. Let me tell you, it was so fucking weird. So when you think of the sperm, right? The sperm is obviously the masculine between the sperm and the egg cell, because the sperm is the one that chases. It's the one that like has to like outswim all the other sperm so that it gets to live and it gets to penetrate like the egg cell. So the egg cell, on the other hand, is the feminine energy. And if you observe the egg cell, what does it do? It just fucking sits back like a motherfucking queen and does nothing, but waits for the worthy one to be fertilized. I hope you guys are liking my analogy. Think about it. The egg cell just waits and leans back and looks pretty and, just does all the cute things and is just like there and just allows and just waits to see who gets to her first. And that's the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the energy that waits. The feminine energy is the energy that allows. The feminine energy is the energy that receives. Because I've been so used to being in my masculine, being in my feminine actually kind of felt weird. Like not having to chase, not having to prove myself, not having to do anything to lead or to manipulate, to strategize, kind of like honestly felt weird for me at first. When I think about it, it's like I'm in a feminine body. Hopefully it should come naturally to me, but because of nature and nurture and the circumstances that have happened in my life, I'm just really like most comfortable in my masculine, especially because I'm in business. What most people don't know is I actually want to be in my feminine. Like I want to be in my feminine in a relationship. Why is that? I lead in business like almost 24/7, 365. So I don't want to have to decide, have to plan things, to be the one to like set goals or lead in the relationship. Like I just want to look fucking beautiful and, dress up cute and look cute by your side and look pretty and just follow you because I am like a strong alpha woman. I also need somebody who is strong, preferably an alpha male. I'm not just gonna like let any sperm cell enter this egg cell, if you guys get the analogy, right? And the egg cell. It has to be somebody who's strong and secure and makes me feel safe enough to let go of what I'm so used to, which is my masculine energy. The feminine energy is the letting go energy. And if I'm going to be in my letting go energy, I'm going to need to be with someone who is so secure in themselves that I feel safe to be in my feminine with them. That I feel safe to just follow and not have to lead and just be the one to allow things to happen and not plan and not direct and not strategize and not manipulate and not do all these things that men do in the world. So when you think of the egg cell, what the fuck does this motherfucker do? It doesn't chase. It just waits and it attracts. So that is definitely an energy that I'm still getting used to. And if there's one thing that I learned from the egg cell and the sperm, it's that it's really nature's way. That's the fucking best way to follow. Because if I really want to be in a relationship that satisfies me, then I need to be with somebody who is so confident in themselves enough that they're leading and that I feel safe enough with them to just chill the fuck out and do nothing and trust that they've got this shit together. And when you're in a leadership position, when you're in a position where you control things, letting go of control can be a little challenging at first. I think that's the kind of energy I need. That's, the kind of energy that I'm attracted to. It's that somebody just owning who they are, just being in their masculine, just making me feel so safe to just be the pretty one. All right. I think that's about it for my rant for today. I hope you guys learned something. It's very interesting, this interplay of energy, because I find that even though in romantic relationships, I prefer to be in my feminine. And my casual friendships and my friendships with other females, I still find that I attract female friends who are super into their feminine, and I'm like the person who's in their masculine, and that's just so interesting. All right, I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this episode. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm curious, are you more into your masculine energy or your feminine? No matter your gender, that's totally fine. Let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to see you on my next video. Bye, guys.